Good morning, dear shareholders who are watching this meeting in your homes. This is our first meeting. We are holding through electronic means for the reasons all of you know that is facing our country and the world generally. COVID-19 virus has done a huge damage to our economy, that Kenya's GDP growth rate now starts at 1.8%, a decline from 5.8% last year. Even if this virus is wiped out, our economy will take several years to recover. Our company has a permission from the Register of Companies to hold this meeting today through electronic media. I will now invite our Board Secretary, Leah Joy, to say a short prayer, then we start our meeting.
Thank you, Pana Chairman. Let us bow our heads and pray. Jehovah, our loving Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for this day that you have granted to each one of us. And we want to thank you as Kenbanco fraternity, the shareholders, the staff, and also the directors. As we hold this 29th AGM, we want to invite for your presence. You start with us and you end with us. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen. Thank you, Madam Secretary. I would like to confirm whether there is a quorum so that we can start the meeting.
Thank you, Pana Chairman. As per the Articles of Association of Kenbanco, Section 58, the quorum required to hold an AGM is 50 persons in presence, both shareholders and proxies. As per now, we already have 207 members who have registered virtually. I hereby confirm that the AGM has a quorum and we can proceed. Back to you, Chairman.
Thank you. I will now take this opportunity to introduce the directors and the service providers. I will start with me, the chairman. My name is Mamicha Kamau, board chairman. We have Leah Joy, our board secretary. We have Mr. Mwagi Moria, our vice chairman. Joyce Mweda, she's a board member. Eunice Kitiri is a board member. Dixon Ogaro, board member. John Mwagagi, a board member. We have our service providers, our company secretary, Lucy Kibira, she's here with us. We have our auditor, Bwana Julius Wokabi from Wokabi & Co. company. Those are the service providers we have. I will now turn to our board secretary to read the notice convening this meeting so that we can start today's business. Madam Leah.
Thank you, Pana Chairman. I hereby take this chance to read the notice convening this meeting. Notice of annual general meeting. Notice is hereby given that the 29th annual general meeting of the company will be held via electronic communication on Tuesday, 30th June 2020 at 11 a.m. to transact the following business. Agenda 1. Secretary to read the notice constituting the meeting and determine if a quorum is present, and that has already been done. 2. Confirmation of minutes. To confirm the minutes of 28th annual general meeting, it was held on 22nd June 2019. 3. Ordinary business. To receive, consider, and adopt financial statements for the year ended at 1st December 2019, together with directors and auditors' reports thereon. 4. To approve a dividend of 2 shillings and 50 cents per fully paid and issued ordinary share of Kenya shillings 20, each in respect of the financial year ended at 1st December 2019. 5. Election of directors. 1. John Mwoki Mwangabi, a director retiring by rotation in accordance with Article 100 of the Company's Articles of Association, and being eligible, offers himself for the election. 2. Eunice M. Kitini, a director retiring by rotation in accordance with Article 100 of the Company's Articles of Association, and being eligible, offers herself for the election. 6. Auditors, to appoint Okapi and Company, the company's auditors, in accordance with Section 721, Section 2 of the Companies Act 2015. Okapi and Company have indicated their willingness to continue in office. To note that the directors are not seeking any increase in their remuneration, which accordingly remains as indicated in the financial statements. The notice and the notes and the special business had already been posted on our website. I don't believe that all the members have gone through them for the sake of our continuity. God bless you. Back to you, Chairman.
Thank you very much. I think that is the business of the day. Members have read the notice which was posted in the website, and you have read and you have seen what the business today is. Now, the agenda 2 is confirmation of the minutes which were held last year. I guess all of you that were posted on your website, you have read, and I think the motion has been carried as you have voted. Now, we are now going to agenda 3. Agenda 3, that is the statement of directors' responsibilities, which I will request our board secretary to read so that we can continue.
Thank you, Chairman. Agenda 3 is ordinary business, and that is to receive, consider, and adopt financial statements for the year ended at 1st December 2019, together with the directors and auditors' reports thereon.
Thank you. That is a statement of director's responsibility. I will now request our auditor, Bwana Julius Wakabi, to read the auditor's report, and then we go to the accounts.
This is a report of the independent auditor to the members of Kenbanco House Limited. Our opinion: we have audited the accompanying financial statements of Kenbanco House Limited as set out on pages 8 to 23 of the financial statement, which comprise of the statement of financial position as at 31st of December 2019, statement of comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, and statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and notes to the financial statements, including a summary of significant accounting policies. In our opinion, the financial statements present fairly, in all material respects, the financial position of the company is at 31st of December 2019, and its financial performance and cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with international financial reporting standards for small and medium-sized entities and the requirements of the Companies Act 2015. Further, we communicate as required by the Companies Act 2015 that based on our audit, we have obtained all the information and explanations which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purposes of our audit. In our opinion, proper books of account have been kept by the company so far as appears from our examination of those books, and that the company's statement of financial position and statement of comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of account. This report was signed on 15th of June 2020 by FCPA Julius W. Okabi of Okabi and Company, and the practice license is 1008. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bwana Auditor. You have heard the statement from the auditor that your books and the accounts have been looked at. Now, you have heard these accounts in your website, you have gone through them, and we requested you to ask questions. We have a few questions which you have asked, and I will request our Vice Chairman to attend those questions. Please listen to your question which you had asked. Thank you. Mr. Mori.
Thank you, Chairman. As the Chairman has said, the financial statements were posted in our website, and I take it that the shareholders have gone through their accounts, but nevertheless, for those shareholders who have not gone through their accounts, I will make a small presentation before we answer the questions which we received. My presentation will be very brief, and I want to start with the statement of comprehensive income. And our income for the year ended 2019 was 27,636,453. The other year, 2018, the income was 28,947,365. It's a small decline of 4.5%, and we are going to explain that decline shortly. Our total expenditure for the year 2019 was 14,948,218, compared with 12,427,598 for the year 2018, a growth of about 20%. Now, our profit before taxation was 9,581,603, compared with 13,052,072 in 2018. Again, a decline of 26.5%. I now want to give you a breakdown of our income so that you are able to see the items making that income. Our rental income for the year 2019 was 21,575,592, compared with 21,077,145 in 2018, and that is our core business of collecting rent from Kenbanco House building. We have also an item of 1,947,935 compared with 1,496,720 in 2018. Again, that is the income from our South B property. The other business we've been doing for a couple of years now is the sale of plots, and the profit from sale of plots in 2019 went down significantly. We only had 318,864 compared with 2,641,002 in 2018. And that explains why our total income for the year 2019 went down. And the chairman is here. He will be explaining to you shortly what he's doing about that to improve on our income. I will briefly take you through the statement of financial position, that is the balance sheet. And our assets start at 417,101,786 compared with 664,283 in 2018. I think those are the accounts. And once again, I believe you have gone through them. So we'll now turn to the questions that you have asked. And I want to start by saying that this time we have received a record 51 comments, questions, and suggestions. And this is way above what we normally receive in a physical annual general meeting. And we are going to make effort to answer all those questions. The questions were received on, or the closing date for receiving question was 28th, which was on a Sunday. And therefore, we listed those questions on Monday. And those questions came by way of emails, by way of text messages. So for the text messages, we may not have the names, but we have the phone numbers. And like I said, we are going to start answering them from now. The first question is on the rights issue. And that question was asked by a total of 16 shareholders. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you, the shareholders who asked these questions. I have on record William Omoding, Evanson Washila, Gerard Muyoti, Arosias Wangombe Wawero, Peter Adro, Charles Kibugi, and the text messages. The question on the right issue centered on extension and the utilization of the funds received from the rights issue. Those of you who have taken time to read the chairman's statement, you may have noticed that as a board, we have taken a decision to extend the rights issue by 1 month, Chairman, up to 30th September. But the suggestions we are getting, some shareholders are requesting we extend by even 1 year so that it crosses on 31st of August 2021. And what I would like to say is that your suggestions will be taken into account. The board will sit down together with our service providers and look at the possibilities of extending. As far as the utilization of the fund is concerned, I want to say that this is the third light issue that we are undertaking. And the first and the second light issue, we utilized the funds to purchase a parcel of land in Mavoko. We also purchased 2 parcels of land in Juja Farm. We subdivided them. We sold those plots to our shareholders and the members of the public. And the income that we generated from those projects were distributed to the shareholders by way of dividend. Quite a number of shareholders also bought into those projects, and if my memory serves me right, I think for Mavoko we were selling at 300,000 per plot of 50 by 100, and the market value today is in the region of 700,000. The ones of Juja Farm, we were selling to our shareholders at what price, Chairman? Was it 350? 350. We are selling to our shareholders at 350, and the market price today is in the region of 750,000. So we are empowering our shareholders, and for that reason, I want to encourage our shareholders to participate in the ongoing rights issue. so that we can take this company a greater height. Of course, I'm not going to answer all these questions. The chairman will answer some of them. And I want the chairman to prepare to answer the question on giveaways. That is the gifts that are given in the AGM. So the next question I want to handle is the question of dividends. That question was asked by 11 shareholders. I have on record Isaac Bagwamu, Levi Nadoya, Susan Mukami Nyaga, and many text messages. Let me also take this opportunity to thank you for the questions. And that question centered on non-receipt of dividends and alternative payment mode. I want to say that some of the suggestions that we have received is to pay the dividend directly to the bank account, or to pay the dividend through M-Pesa. And I personally have no problem with that. And these suggestions will be taken into account. And as we go around, we'll implement some of them. The other question about non-receipt of dividend, I want to encourage our shareholders to liaise with our office so that they can be paid their dividends. On our part, we have done what is humanly possible to try and reach the shareholders so that we can pay them their dividends. I want to say that in 2011, there was an act which was passed in Parliament on dividend, on unclaimed dividends. And I think it was called Unclaimed Financial Asset Act. And that act provides that if a dividend remains unpaid for a period of 3 years, that asset is supposed to be surrendered to the unclaimed financial asset authority. And we have surrendered some. And therefore, I want to use this forum to encourage the shareholders who have not turned forward for their dividends to do so, because it is not in the interest of Kenbanco to send the dividend to UFA. I have spoken, Chair.
Thank you very much. Bwana Vice Chairman. There is a question that was asked by the shareholders about the gift. I think maybe coming next year, we are going to work on that, because this year has been hit, we have been hit hard by this virus. And so we are trying to put our house together. So next year, be prepared, you'll get a big gift. Now, coming to the accounts, we had posted the question, the resolutions to you to vote. And I think you went through all those, you have gone through the accounts and you have voted. So I can see that 100% of you have voted to adopt the accounts, and therefore I declare the resolution carried. We go to agenda number 4. Agenda number 4 is about the dividend. This time we are paying out 2 shillings and 50 cents per share. So we are going to pay this money as from 20th. Please mark my words, not this Monday, as from 20th of July 2019. So that's the time you will come and correct your check and the money will be ready. Again, we had posted this resolution to you to approve or disapprove. And I can see that 99.95 of you have approved the dividends. So the resolution is carried. We go to agenda number 5. Agenda number 5 is election of directors. According to our memorandum and articles of association, 1/3 of directors must retire in office by rotation. We are 7, so 2 directors have to retire. And if they have done good job, you put them back. They have not done good job, you vote them out, then you replace them. This time, we had 2 directors who are retiring by rotation. That is Mr. John Mwoki Mwagagi and Eunice Diri. John Mwoki Mwagagi joined Kenbanco in 1995. He was working with the Kenya Commercial Bank, then he retired. He's a prominent businessman and he's a family man with 4 children. Eunice Kitiri joined Kenbanco in 2013. He was working with the Standard Chartered Bank. Now she's a business lady. She's married with 5 kids. Accordingly, members are given a chance to apply for the vacated office, but we have not received any letter from any member showing any interest. Accordingly, we had put this to vote for both. John Mwoki Mwagagi was voted by 99.83%. Eunice Kitiri was voted by 99.5%. I therefore declared resolution passed. Agenda number 6, appoint auditors for Kirby and Company. Again, we had put this resolution for you to vote, and I can see that 98.4% voted for the resolution. So I declare the motion carried. Now, let's go to agenda number 8. That is special business. Special business is where we amend our articles of association so that we are able to work in the right way. Even Kenya's constitution is amended to fit where you see things are not going the right way, you amend so that you are able to work. This is for our benefit so that we can be able to do the business. And we had 2 resolutions which we had put to vote. One is for the AGM to be done in the way we have done it today. You have read the notice in a virtual or electronic means. You have read the resolution, and I can see that this resolution was voted by 100%. So I declare the resolution carried. The other special business was about the quorum. You know, our articles of association says that at least 50 members in person can carry the business of the day. But if there are other proxies, if you are not able to attend and then you send a proxy, we had not included that. So we had requested for you, in case somebody does not come, that proxy can be counted as a person in presence. And so I can see that we had put this to vote, and 96.36 voted for the resolution, so that we amend our memorandum and articles of association. And the company secretary is noting this, that we have already amended that. So I declare that the resolution carried. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten a message from one of our directors, Madam Kitiri. She has thanked all the members who have voted for her. Likewise, we have also received a message from John Mwoki Mwagagi. He says, thank you. I have conveyed the thanks to you. Thank you. Now, we are almost coming to an end of our meeting. About the rights issue, it has been elaborated by the Vice Chairman, and we are working on that. But please look for the small money, come and buy your rights, because this is where you get your return. Now, the other thing which I would like to emphasize is about the future AGM. You have seen that the voting was done by the number of shares that you have. So I'm encouraging you to buy shares so that you have an upper hand when you are voting. We might turn this into our voting in our future, that one share, one vote, so that we can carry this company forward. Now, about the questions, If you are not satisfied about the questions, our office is open. You can come anytime in our office. You can ask any question, or you can SMS, and all the questions will be answered. I take this opportunity to thank you very much, and then pray for our country so that this pandemic goes. I don't know, it's only God who will help us, because He has brought all the countries to a guild. Thank you very much. God bless you. I declare this meeting now officially closed. I'll request our board secretary to say a word of prayer.
Thank you, Honour Chairman. And also, before I say the word of prayer, I want to thank all the shareholders who have taken the initiative to participate virtually, and for that encouragement, we feel we are happy and we are encouraged. And may God bless you as we carry forward. Let us pray. Jehovah, our loving Heavenly Father, once again we bow our hands before you. We want to thank you for the way you have taken us through this meeting, being the first one virtually, and it has been successful. Started with us and you have ended us with us. And even as we carry on, whatever is ahead of us, God, we ask you to work with us. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Thank you very much. I also like to thank our service providers and those people who made this meeting to be possible. CDSC, thank you very much for your good work, and God bless you. Thank you very much.